So today we are going to talk about different colors of the menstrual blood. Now, menstrual blood is red and it's supposed to be red, but why is it different shades of red during your menstrual cycle, right? So what is menstrual blood? Let's talk about that. I have a model of the uterus here, and when you have bleeding, when you have a menstrual cycle, what comes out is this lining of the uterus mixed with blood. So when your menstrual cycle is starting, just a little bit of a lining starts shedding and it gets mixed up in the vagina with the mucus from your cervix as well as from the vagina. So it's very diluted, and it's because it's mixed with the other secretion, it kind of looks pink. So pink vaginal discharge before your actual period starts or at the end of the cycle is normal. So as the menstruation starts, more and more of this lining starts coming out, and as it become more of it coming out, there is more of this and blood than the cervical mucus, and that's why it's bright red in color, like here. Again, these are different colors I have used just to give you an idea. It's not exactly the color, but hey, it will do for this video. So that's why it looks bright red in the middle of your cycle. Then what happens if you're bleeding very heavy, then a lot of this is coming out. Now all this blood and the lining has to come out of your cervix. If it's easy for it to come out of the cervix, then you're gonna see a lot of red blood come out, as well as some red clots, blood clots come out. And why does the clotting happens? When the blood comes out of it, because all of it is not coming out at the same time, it sits here and it becomes clotted and then it comes out. So if it comes out right away, it's bright red in color. But if this opening is small, it's taking time for it to come out of the cervix, it starts getting brown. So you're gonna see dark brown along with the red mixed together as your menstrual cycle continues. Now, at the end of the menstrual cycle, what's happening? This lining is restarting to grow again. Everything is regrowing again. That means the bleeding is stopping. But there are small little pieces of some of the lining floating around here. By the time they slowly come out, it's taking time. So the blood is getting oxidized. And as it is getting oxidized, it's converting into a brown color. So at the end of the cycle, you're gonna see like this color, like a rust color or a brown color discharge come out of it. As the time goes by, this is getting less and there is more mucus and vaginal secretion. So you're gonna see it's very diluted with a little specks of this brown when you wipe or when you clean, right? So that's why menstrual blood has got these different colors and different shades of red as your menstrual cycle goes by. These are all normal colors, and not everybody would go through all these stages, but most of the people do. Now, if this happens, I wouldn't worry too much about it, knowing this is normal. When would you worry? If you have just the pink discharge, mostly with mucus, no blood throughout your menstrual cycle, and you've been sexually active and have not used any protection, I would go check for pregnancy. That is not normal. If you had just the brown discharge, no blood come out of it, and you are not using any birth control, you are not on a birth control pill, or you are not using the Mirena IUD or anything like that, then that is abnormal. If you are bleeding, the bleeding stops, and all of a sudden you have heavy bleeding again few days later, that is also not normal. So if you think that you are having an abnormal colors of the bleeding, if you're thinking your bleeding is starting and stopping, or you are not having a normal color bleeding during your menstrual cycle, please go and see your gynecologist. I just wanted to explain some different colors to you so that you do not freak out. Now, I hope it helps you understanding it, but if you still have some questions, you can always contact me. My information is down below, and I hope you like my video. So if you do, please give me a thumbs up. Goodbye.